Hello and welcome to our Community Grants video. I'm Kaylee, Executive Director of the Kootenay Regional Arts Council, and I'm excited to guide you through the essentials of applying for our Community Grants funding. This video will cover our Community Grants program, which is just one of the 6 funding programs offered by the Columbia Kootenay Cultural Alliance, also known as CKCA. The CKCA is a project of the Kootenay Regional Arts Council and is funded by the Columbia Basin Trust to carry out arts and culture funding programs within the Columbia Basin region. Before we jump in, if you're not sure whether Community Grants is the best fit for your project, head to our website linked below where you'll find details about the other funding programs available in this granting cycle. Before you start your application, ensure you meet the overarching eligibility criteria for all CKCA programs. First, applicants must live in the Columbia Basin region, meaning your primary residence must be in the area and you have lived here for at least 12 months immediately prior to the application deadline. Next, CKCA funding focuses on arts and culture projects. If you have a heritage project, we encourage you to look at other opportunities for support provided by the Trust and Heritage BC. You're welcome to apply for arts and culture projects based in any artistic discipline or tradition, including interdisciplinary arts or projects that combine elements from different art forms. Before you apply, make sure that you do not have any outstanding requirements for previous CKCA grants. The Community Grants program supports local arts and culture projects that benefit individual communities within the Columbia Basin. This program is unique because it includes an additional local adjudication process, allowing individual communities to have a say in the artistic experiences they benefit from. This program aims to fund individual or group projects that provide opportunities for community engagement with arts and culture, respond to unique local issues, and support the artistic development of artists or the programming development of arts and culture organizations. It also aims to involve more artists in local art projects and arts decision-making. It aims to raise awareness of artists in the Basin and their role in shaping Basin culture. In this program, the maximum request is $2,500, and funding is available to individuals, groups, or arts and culture organizations. Keep deadlines and other key dates in mind when planning your project. The deadline for community grants applications is the 3rd Friday in February. See the video description below for the exact date this year. Applications will automatically close at 5 p.m. Pacific Time or 6 p.m. Mountain Time on the day of the deadline. Projects must take place between June 1st of the application year and must be completed within 1 year of this date. The delivery of funding results will generally take place in mid-June or July. Each Arts Council in the Columbia Basin will gather a local adjudicating committee to review the applications benefiting its community. These local adjudicating committees recommend projects on the basis of community benefit and application strength and quality. CKCA's Volunteer Steering Committee, made up of individuals across the Columbia Basin, review recommendations and make final recommendations based on available funds. Finally, the Trust reviews and approves recommendations for funding. Before you apply, make sure you know which Arts Council your application should be directed to. For a full list of Arts Councils and their catchment areas as they relate to CKCA grants, visit the CKCA Funding Program webpage. Here are just a few examples of past successful projects funded by CKCA Community Grants. A community symphony performance, a workshop on clowning, a pottery class at a local library. Let's walk through the application process step by step. First, review available funding programs on the CKCA funding webpage to ensure this program is the best fit for your project. Next, be sure you've read both the primary funding policies document and the policies and guidelines document for the Community Grants program specifically. This will ensure that you meet all of the eligibility before starting your application. Next, submit your application online via our grant management system, Good Grants. If you did not apply in 2025, you'll need to create an account before beginning your application. CKCA grants are highly competitive, so here are some tips and considerations to strengthen your application. Be sure to clearly articulate the community benefit of your project within the specific community you're applying to. Explain how your project will help Basin residents experience or participate in arts and culture activities. Avoid common pitfalls by ensuring you are familiar with the eligibility criteria applicable to all CKCA grant programs, as well as community grants guidelines. Be sure to submit a complete application and avoid including ineligible expenses in your budget. If you plan to apply to multiple communities for distinct yet related projects, be aware that there is a maximum of 3 communities total. Funding under this grant program is not available for capital expenses. Eligible expenses may include, but are not limited to, venue and equipment rentals, artist fees for the creation, performance, or exhibition of work, production or project coordination fees, materials and supplies, and marketing and promotional expenses specific to the project at hand. Ineligible expenses you'll want to avoid may include operating costs. CKCA does not provide operating funding or funding to reduce deficits. Retroactive funding, meaning funding for any activities that take place before June 1st of the funding year. School-based activities, meaning activities that are part of a school curriculum. And capital expenditures. CKCA offers several resources to help you with your application. These include live workshops and one-on-one consultation calls. If you have questions specific to your project, contact our office to schedule your call. On the CKCA funding webpage, you can see upcoming dates for live Q&A sessions. This is a great chance to ask any questions you have about CKCA programs. At any time, please feel free to send us an email to admin@wkartscouncil.com or give us a call at 250-352-2421. I encourage you to take advantage of this fantastic opportunity, and thank you to the Columbia Basin Trust for supporting CKCA grant programs and resources like this one. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to receiving your application.